Welcome to TechJotters. Today I want to build my own private premium AI chat box with the option to generate image and search online. So I will do that with WSL. In previous video I showed you how to install it with Docker, but now I want to make it pretty simple so that with few commands we can run and use a premium AI chatbot. And also I will use the same chatbot to use with VS Code to get the AI capabilities on that. So let's start with the installation of WSL. So today I want to install it on an updated version of WSL Ubuntu. So I will go to the terminal. So here is the terminal. And if you want to see which Linux distributions are available, you can put this command wsl --list -online, and it will show you all the available version of the Linux distributions here. So I will go with the Ubuntu 24.04, which is the latest one. So let's install it. The command is wsl --install -d for distribution name and Ubuntu 24.04. You can just copy and paste from here, or you can go to the Windows Microsoft Store and search Ubuntu 24.04 and you can install it from here. So I will install it with the command. So let's install it. And if you are using first time the WSL, then after running this command, it will ask you need to first put wsl --install and -d Ubuntu 24.04, and it will ask you to restart your computer to configure everything. I already have multiple WSL distributions available in my system, so it is not asking me anything. So let's put our username here, and now it will ask me for the password. So this is the password. So our WSL is ready. So first we need to update our system. And we need to put our password because I'm using sudo. So our repository is updated. So let's upgrade the system. And it's a big upgrade. So I will first forward it. So our system is both updated and upgraded. So the next thing is I want to install Anaconda in our system because Anaconda is the easiest way to build environment for your requirements. So I'm going to install Miniconda, the smaller version of Anaconda. And if I go installing Miniconda and go to Linux installer, I will download the SH installer. And here you can see the latest version for Python is 3.12.4, but I really like to install 3.10 for my default one. So we'll click on other installer links and go to the Linux option and download the Python 3.10 version. So why I'm choosing this, because most of the packages are compatible with 3.10, and if we need higher Python versions, then we can definitely create an environment with higher Python and higher Python version. So let's download it first. So the command is wget and then this one. So this one is downloaded. So if I go there, you can see the Miniconda Python 3.10 is here. Now let's install another important thing, that is Git. So sudo apt install Git. Let's check it. It's already installed, so no problem. And another is card. So that is also installed. So we are ready. Now let's install Miniconda. The command will be bash /miniconda, and we need to go through all this. Yes, and again yes, and that's it. Our Miniconda is installed. So what we need to do is just close it and again start it, and you can see the Miniconda is here. So our system is ready for our experiment. So first thing, we need to create an environment for our system. So what we will install here? First, let's find out those things. First, I will install Ollama, and here if you go to the download link and click Linux, you will see the installation option. And the thing is, we don't need we don't have any Python requirements here. So Ollama is command line based. So we want a user interface, a premium looking user interface, and that is OpenWebUI. I showed you this one with Docker in my previous video, but here I don't want to go for any extra software, just WSL, because I'm using WSL. I can do this with Windows, but I'm doing this with WSL because I don't want to touch my computer. That is already set up for different things, so I don't want to touch it. I want to make it completely different. So here, if I go to OpenWebUI, it'll take a little bit time, yes. So it's here. From here, we need to go to the documentation, and if you see this screenshot, you can see it looks like ChatGPT. So let's click on documentation. Let's close the previous one. And here, if you click on getting started and go down to manual installation, so we'll use this method. We will use PIP to install OpenWebUI. And if you see, the Python 3.11 is required. So we'll make our Python environment with Python 3.11. So let's go to the terminal again and create a environment for our system. So the command is conda create -- name, and I want to put it Gen AI and Python. I want to put the Python version because if you can remember, I installed Python 3.10 for default. So, but now I need Python 3.11. For this, I need to mention which Python version I want. So press enter and it'll do its job, and just need to press yes, and it'll create Python environment for us. So to activate the Python environment, just copy this and paste it, and you can see here the environment is running. That's great. So let's check the Python version, and it's 3.11. So we are ready, right? Because the requirement for OpenWebUI is 3.11 and we have 3.11 here. So let's go there, open the browser and go to Ollama. And Ollama, click Linux, and here you will find the command to install it. So first we will install Ollama. So just copy this one and paste it here. And now you can see it is installing. So Ollama is installed. Now Ollama is running with this code. So let's check it. It should run perfectly. So let's put it here. And Ollama is running, so that's fine. And we also want to see, you can see NVIDIA GPU is detected. As I showed you, I didn't install anything on this platform because I showed you how to install it. I didn't install anything, but it's already getting NVIDIA GPU because NVIDIA graphics driver is already installed in my Windows, and it is getting the driver from here. So let's check this NVIDIA SMI, and it should give us the 560 version, which is actually not available for Ubuntu 24.04 right now. This is available for Windows, and Windows is passed through the driver to our Ubuntu. So fine, our Ollama is installed. So now let's go to the Ollama and get a model. So I will go with Llama 3.1 8 billion version. Just copy this command and paste it here. It's not copied, so let's copy it again, and now let's paste it, and it'll download the model for us. So Llama 3.1 is ready. Let's write a prompt test, and it's working perfectly. So the command to get out from Ollama is bye, and I'm out. So our Ollama is ready. Now we need the user interface, and for user interface we need to install this PIP package. So let's copy this one. Pretty simple. Just we are still in the Gen AI environment. Just paste it and run it. That's it. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to configure Docker or anything. It's pretty simple. That's perfect. Our OpenWebUI is installed. So the command to start is OpenWebUI serve. If you just copy this command and paste it here, and you can see, so it started. So let's click here, and you can see it's not working because it is actually showing 0. So just put it 127.0.1 and the port is 8080 and it should work perfectly. So here we need to sign up because in OpenWebUI you can actually use access control. So right now we need to build the root user. So let's put it and it's ready. Our OpenWebUI is ready. So we need to select the model from here. Just click here and select the model. You can see it's available because I already installed Llama 3.1. And if you install any other model, it will be here. It will show here. So let's put this same prompt again, test, and it's working perfectly. Now our Ollama is ready, our OpenWebUI is ready, so our chat system is ready. Now I want to go a little bit further and want to generate image with this. So to do that, we need ComfyUI. I want to install ComfyUI. You can also use Automatic 1111, but I like ComfyUI. So let's go to ComfyUI here. And here is the ComfyUI. Just copy this ComfyUI repository link, and here you can see the OpenWebUI is running. So let's open another tab here for Ubuntu 24.04. So it is already running here. I don't want to interrupt this. So I open another tab with the Ubuntu 24.04 tab. And you can see when I open the tab, it is showing I'm in the base environment. So let's activate the environment again. For this tab, the other tab, it is already activated. It is working for OpenWebUI. For this tab, we need to activate it again. Gen AI, right? And it's activated. So that's perfect. And if you see the installation process of the OpenWebUI, it already installed PyTorch and everything for this environment. So we don't need to bother with this. So just let's clone the repository. I already copied the link from ComfyUI, and sorry, we need to put git clone, and that's it. It'll clone the repository here. So let's go inside ComfyUI and let's go inside custom node because I also want to install ComfyUI manager. So ComfyUI manager, and here is the GitHub link. Just copy the link, and now let's again clone it. So that is fine. I'm going back to the directory of ComfyUI. If you see here, it is ComfyUI here. Inside the ComfyUI directory, let's install the requirements, prerequisite. So the command is pip install -r requirement.txt, and it'll install the rest of the requirements. Already most of the requirements are already installed with OpenWebUI, so it's pretty fast, and our ComfyUI is actually ready. That's the great thing. So let's open ComfyUI. To open ComfyUI, you need to put the command python main.py. So our ComfyUI is running. Now we'll ready our models for ComfyUI, and I want to go with the latest and greatest one, that is the Lux Dev one, and also I want to use the GGUF version, which is faster than the original version. The quality is same, but the memory usage is way better here. So I will go with the GGUF. So let's now configure the model. In the ComfyUI, I want to use the model for Flux Dev, and I find the Flux GGUF is one of the best model. So let's search Flux Dev and GGUF, because I'm using GGUF because it takes less memory, but the performance is almost same. So let's go there. And if I click on the files and versions, you can see there is different quantization version for the Flux Dev. So I will go with the Flux Dev Q8 GGUF. So let's download the Flux Dev Q8 GGUF file. If you click download, it'll start downloading. So it's a big file. It'll take a little bit time. In the meantime, I will also search for the ComfyUI Flux Dev GGUF workflow. So let's search for it. So like Flux Dev GGUF ComfyUI workflow. And I like the OpenAI art So let's open this one. Let's see how it looks. That's fine. You can see the Flux GGUF Q8 12 gigabyte versions workflow this is. So if you click download, it's downloaded. And in the meantime, my Flux one dev Q8 GGUF file is downloading. So from here, you can see we need to put this model inside the ComfyUI models and unit. So let's go there. Let's copy our downloaded files. Sorry for here. So this is the file. So I will cut it and I will go to the Linux, and here I will go Ubuntu 24.04, and from here home and my username, and here ComfyUI is available here. So let's go to models and let's go to unit. So let's cut this one and go to the other directory and paste it here in the models and unit folder. You can see the unit under the unit models unit, I already pasted the model. So my procedure is to open the ComfyUI workflow, which we downloaded from OpenAI Art. So let's open this one. And when I open this one, it will give me some option like what I need to install, what I need to do. Everything is here. So I need to install unit loader GGUF. That's fine. So I will do that manually. I can do that from ComfyUI manager, but I found that's a little bit problematic there. So I will do that manually. So to do that, what I need to do is I need to go there and I need to close the ComfyUI from here. So just I need to install pip install this upgrade GGUF. So let's open the terminal, and here I'm still on the Gen AI environment. Just paste it and install the required package. So everything is installed. That's fine. Now I need to go to the ComfyUI custom nodes directory. So I'm already in the ComfyUI directory. So let's go to the custom nodes directory. And here I need to paste the command. It will actually download the GGUF node for us. That's fine. It's done. So let's go back to the ComfyUI directory and let's run it again. So the command is python main.py. So our ComfyUI is running again. And at the same time, if I go to the previous tab, you can see the Ollama and OpenWebUI is running behind the scene. So let's go to ComfyUI and let's refresh it. Now you can see it's not showing any required, any missing nodes here. So that's fine. And here, if you check the unit, if you click here, you can see the Flux dev. We can see our model. Now the problem is here. We need the clip 5T5XXL FP8. We need this clip. So let's go to the manager and let's try to download it from here. And you can see the F8 is here. So let's download it from here and let's wait until it is downloaded. So if I go to the terminal, I can see it's downloading. So you can see it's downloaded. Let's close it and let's refresh it. I think we can find the T5 text clip here. Now the next one, let's load this again because it's changed a little bit. So here, if you see, this one is fine, and the clip L, we need the clip L safe tensor. So let's go to the manager and let's search for it. Here you can see the clip L is here. So let's download this. It's downloaded. Fine. So let's search for the Flux models on the Hugging Face. So I need the VE. So sorry, I didn't tell you. Here the Flux VE safe tensors. We need the VE for our Flux system, Flux model. So if I go to the Flux one dev and go to the files, and you can go to the VE and you can find the diffusion PyTorch model VE. So let's download this one. Now let's open these and just cut it and paste it to the models and VE folder. So it's done. Now if I go here and if I refresh it again, you can see here I can show the P5 clip L is also available, our model is available, and now the VE is already selected. So let's run this as it is and let's see the terminal. I'm using NVIDIA RTX 4080 Super. I have 16 GB VRAM and it's pretty fast. if you use Leonardo AI, it'll take more time than this. So this is actually perfect, right? And now if I want to change it to 1024, and this one is 576. So it's a 16:9 ratio. Let's run it again. Let's see what it will give us. And you definitely can open the terminal and you can see that it is pretty fast. Almost 2 iterations per second, which is really good, because if I use the dev version without the GGUF, it'll take 2 seconds per iteration or 3 seconds per iteration. So in that view, it is really good. You can see the Flux GGUF is here. So our ComfyUI is working perfectly, and the Flux GGUF is configured correctly, and we can generate image, and it's pretty fast in my opinion. So now we want to connect it with OpenWebUI. So here is our OpenWebUI. So here it is the OpenWebUI interface. I just refresh it, and now we need to go to the click on our username and click admin panel and go to settings, and here you can see the image option. So here we need to configure it. So let's select ComfyUI from here, and I will enable the image generation. So we need the ComfyUI URL. So let's copy this URL from here and let's paste it here. Here it is, and let's check, and the server connection is verified, so it's working. Now I can enable the image setting. So good. Now we need to configure the ComfyUI workflow. What we need to do is go to the ComfyUI, and here we need to click on the settings, and in the settings we need to enable dev mode options, API, save, etc. So click here, and you will see save API format is there. So let's close it, and now we need to save the workflow as the API format. So click here, and here is the workflow API. So let's change the name a little bit so that I can understand it properly. So it is Flux GGUF. So save it, and it's saved in our download folder. That's fine. Now we need to go to OpenWebUI again, and here click here to upload workflow.json file. Click here, and then upload the workflow API, the workflow we just saved. So select it, and that's okay. Now here we need to select some of the options, like if you see here the text 2 happy minicons is here. So this is the input text. We need to take the input, what it said, input ID, and put it here. So the text is here, and the other things are actually it's optional, so we don't need to bother with those. Now we need to find the Flux file name. The model name is here, Flux GGUFQ8. So let's copy it, and now we need to paste it here. And the problem is, if you use Stable Diffusion and any other models, and if you save them in the model folder, it will automatically show here. But we don't have that. We are using GGUF, which we put in the UNet folder, right? So we need to paste manually the name of the model, and we can change it to 1024 by 576, which is 16:9, and I want to put the steps to 20. Let's save it, and it's saved perfectly. So now let's go to the chat, and let's ask it to give me a prompt to generate an image of a dreamy, beautiful village. Let's test it with Llama 3.1. It is generating the prompt, and now if you see here, the generate image icon is here. So because we enabled this option, right? So let's click here and wait and see whether it's working. So let's go here on the ComfyUI thing, and you can see it is actually loading the model and it is working on it. First, let's see, and here it is. This is a beautiful image. I really like this image. And if you see, my wallpaper is generated with the Flux and OpenWebUI, this one, and it's actually rendered the text properly. So I really like Flux models, so I use that, and you can see it's working perfectly. Now let's go to the admin panel again and go to settings, and here if you see web search, click here, and from this web search you can definitely enable web search. Just click here and you need to select an engine. I like DuckDuckGo, and you don't need to do anything, just save it. And now go to the chat, and if you click on the plus more, and you can see the web search option is enabled. So if you enable it, and you can search for web search, current weather Toronto, Canada. It is giving me the options to check the websites. And another option is, if you click more and if you click upload files, you can search with search your PDF. And now the last one I want to show you is, if you go admin panel, and if you are using Windows, you can actually go to the audio section and you can use the TTS service. So here Whisper Local is it's locally installed. We don't need to do anything. TTS search, web API, that's fine. You can connect OpenAI or 11 Labs also here. So TTS voice, and now if you click here, these voices are coming from Microsoft. So just click here and save it, and it's setting successfully. So now if you go to here, you can see there is a read aloud option. Now let's click on the read aloud button.
I'm not able to provide real-time weather information directly. However, I can suggest some ways for you to find out the current weather in Toronto, Canada. 1. Check online weather websites. You can visit websites like AccuWeather.com, weather.com, or Enviro.
And you can see it's working actually great. And if you go to this record voice option, so you need to allow this first. Give me a prompt to generate an image of a beautiful village surrounding with mountains and lakes, and it's a dreamy light all around, and there is clouds, and it's a beautiful place. So you can see it's actually working very nice. If I click generate, and it'll give you a prompt, and from this prompt we can click on generate image, and if you go there, you can see it's actually working, and it takes only 34 seconds. So I think it's way faster than some of the online services. So if I go there, and here it's really a beautiful picture. You can see I really like this picture. So let's install VS Code in our computer. Let's search VS Code and download from here. Sorry, and here it's downloading. Now let's open it. We're going to install VS Code directly in our local PC. Let's launch VS Code. Here is our VS Code. So let's now go to the terminal and open another Ubuntu 24.04. So this is another one. So let's activate the environment again, because I want to put everything inside this. Sorry, activate. Now you see the Gen AI is activated, and now let's make a directory here. So let's go inside projects and let's check whether code is working or not. You can see this thing came. The host was not found in the list to allow host. Do you want to allow it? Yes, of course. And I want to permanently allow host WSL localhost. So let's do this, and you can see we need to trust this. So let's do here, and it's fine. We are in the project folder, right? And here you can see WSL, it wants to install WSL. Let's install it, and it is installed. That's perfect. So let's close the welcome window, and let's go to the file system, and you can see I'm in the project directory. Let's create a file here, test.txt. So this is the test file, and if I go here and ls here, you can see the test.txt file is here. So it's perfect, right? Now the second thing is, I want to connect Ollama with VS Code. So the single installation, I will not install Ollama again. It's inside our WSL Ubuntu 24.04. So let's go to the extensions and let's search for continue. And here you can see continue and click here and install continue from here. So let's remember this icon, this continue, code, Stral, Claude, and more. So let's install it from here. And when it's installed, you can see the setting page is coming. So let's make it bigger. And here, if you don't see this right away, if you just close it here, so if you don't see it here, just click on the one icon should be here. And if you click the continue, you can see the continue div. And from here, we can select add another model. And let's select Ollama model auto detect. Let's connect. And now let's check it. You can see the Ollama is working perfectly. Give me HTML template. So here is the HTML template it's giving me. And if I click here, apply to the current file. So let's click here. So no file is open. So let's open that text file here. And let's go here. And so it is actually copying all the codes here. And it's working perfectly. So the same Ollama, but we are using it for OpenWebUI. And in OpenWebUI, we can also generate image and everything. Let's check this image, how it works, because it's a test message. So let's see how it works. So it generates a great image with the test command. So you can see our system is working properly, and it's a complete setup for your chatbot, image generation, web search, PDF search, and your coding assistant. So all in a single place. So hopefully you'll like this video. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It will be a great help for my channel. It's a new channel, and it will help me to make more videos like this. And thank you, and have a good day.